It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype? It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, and he play with Tony Dungy. Better listen, I'm talking about Big Game Sports Buzz. Said everything you need and more. Yeah. Big Game Sports Buzz. I thought I told you once before. We call him Big Game James. Yeah, Big Game James. Big Game James.
What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Big Game Sports Buzz, where the sports fanatic and the pro athlete get together and talk about sports and everything around it. I am Jay Stocks, and of course, I am joined by none other than the man, the myth, the legend, the one they call Big Game James. What up, dude?
What's going on, man?
Man, happy St. Patty's Day.
Hey,
I see you.
looking for luck. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
hey.
Wow.
My green hat is better than your green hat.
Not right now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it
Not
is.
right now.
We're celebrating good news.
We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. Yo, in this segment, actually in this episode, we got a lot to talk about. Of course, NFL free agency. We got hardcore. Oh my gosh, what is going on? And of course, March Madness has started today. Man, it's so crazy.
The madness is March. I love it, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just so much. Hey, look, if I sound different, it's because I am different. Folks, I came off the mountains of Colorado. Let me tell you something. It changes a man. It changes you. It changes you. I was so happy to get back into real elevation. That's stupid up there. That's stupid.
Oh, you don't. Hey, that elevation is real. Everybody don't know that.
What's crazy is
Nevada's the same way, Jay. You know that, right?
And yeah.
Well, in Reno, not in the desert. So up in Reno, it's like Vegas. What's crazy though? Go ahead. I cut you off like always.
Oh, well, you know, it's Big Game Sports Buzz. And before I even go on and talk about the craziness, yo, what's crazy is, hey, look, we are striving to get more subscribers, more followers, more supporters. So make sure that you like, subscribe, and tackle that bell so that you know when Big Game Sports Buzz and anything coming from BG Entertainment as well as ASAP is coming to you. Because, folks, I'm telling you, it's some great stuff that's happening. But, yeah, man. Bro, I was up there and it's like 36, 37 degrees. And like, wow, it's really warm up here. It's just warm. It's a warm week. It's 37, man.
They said that's a warm week.
It's warm. It's warm up here.
Well, you know,
It's really warm.
according to the line in Minister Society, we're tropical people.
I am of a tropical person. I'm of a tropical people. So, you know, hey, that's what it is. So, Wilson, Russ, good luck, bro. Good luck in that.
Good lucky.
You know what I'm saying? At least Seattle's just rainy. Yeah,
But it's sad, though. It's like going to Seattle at the wrong time of year. It's like watching a drama on TV.
that's true.
Where it's like you trying to figure out the murder mystery and the shit raining the whole time, bro.
But I will say this. It was beautiful. Absolutely majestic. Absolutely majestic, man. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. And I've seen some things.
So,
Yeah.
would you recommend everyone at least one time in their life
Yeah.
plan a ski trip to up to the Denver, up in Colorado and get that
to the mountains.
experience?
Go up to the Rocky Mountains, get up there, just dress accordingly, and you know, get ready. Get you some altitude tabs. Make sure you have that. Drink plenty of water, and when you get back, take a vacation from your vacation. Cheers.
Hey man, I'm gonna need you to toughen up and not be a punk with that.
Not a punk.
With the elevation, bro.
Yo,
I'm gonna need you
you
to
know
man
what?
up.
You know what? I was good until I got back, and the bun, you know, the rib. She's the one that got the cooties, and she spread it to me. So, and that's generally how it all goes. So, she gave me the cooties, and so here we go.
It don't take a lot.
It don't take a lot.
For them things to get spread around like that, man. So,
Man,
hey,
that's it. And let's get into it, man.
with that
let's
being
get into these
said,
4 downs, bro.
let's make this move, brother.
Let's get into these 4 downs. Hey, man, why don't you go ahead? Hey, can you hit that first? I don't even have it up yet. That's where I am right now.
Hey, first down this week. And I know a lot of people are sick of hearing about it, but it just got announced last Sunday. Tom Brady decided to come back and unretire for his 23rd season in the NFL. Jay, what's your whole take on the whole Tom Brady fiasco? When I say fiasco,
you know what? Here's the real truth. Okay, I kind of suckered you into that one. I knew what the first one was because I just wanted to be able to say, "I told you so." I am that dude. I am that guy. I told y'all so. I told you this guy was not going to stay retired. I told you when it came out, and I was like, Shefty is going to be the one that's going to be embarrassed because this dude can't stay away. And if you looked at him at the end of the game, if you looked at him at the NFC Championship, he looked like old man Tom. He did not look like Tampa Tom.
No.
Bloody
it
lip.
was a divisional game. It wasn't a championship game.
My bad. My bad.
I know you
get
confused because Dallas didn't make it that far in the playoffs.
Oh, here we go. That's cool.
Jabari, the defense played bad. He got him back in the game. We got it tied up. They gave up a big play. You really think, okay, I'll ask you this, and this is a simple question, and it might be a bait question.
Bait.
But I'm going to ask you anyway. Would you rather have Tom Brady or Dak Prescott?
See, here we go with this.
That's not a legit question, though? It's not a legit question.
It's legit. Well, it's not because we can't afford them, first of all.
Money aside, we're talking about straight ability. Straight ability for one good year with the pieces around.
Do you still have the same coaches?
Yes. Leftwich turned the job down, remember?
I understand that, but what I'm saying is I would probably, I'd want Tom. Come on. I'd want Tom.
I just wanted to hear you admit it. I knew the answer.
Tom. For
That's
one year.
I may be baiting you.
For one year only.
Yeah,
one year. For this year.
Well, y'all might need it for a couple because y'all are going ass backwards in free agency, but we have not got to that down yet.
God, it is ridiculous.
As I put my pinky up thinking about this shit.
That's cool, man. You know, and pinkies up, y'all, because that foolishness that is right now called the Dallas Cowboys.
But Jay, I'll let you bait me into answering the question so you can hit me with the "I told you so." But but what's your real feeling about the whole situation, man?
You know,
is it good or bad for football? I'll just leave it at that. Is it good or bad?
Well, here's the thing. I think it's a man should be able to decide and choose what he wants to do. But if an organization, if I'm a Tampa Bucks fan, which I'm not, but if I am, you know, it feels very Aaron Rodgers to me. Like, yo, are you or aren't you? Are you or aren't you? You know, and he did this with New England where he kind of strung him along. And then finally, you know, he said, okay, I'm out. I don't want anything to do with you for whatever reason. So with Tampa, my only question is, you know, is it legit? Like, okay, I'm sticking here until the end of the contract, which I think is like a three-year contract.
Was it? I don't know. I didn't even look at the details of it, man. This is my whole thing. Go ahead.
What up, Jose?
I didn't know if you were done or not, Jay, but this is my whole point. Being a former player and being a fan, I have a couple different takes on this because only an idiot would say that they don't want Tom Brady. Now, if he looked bad enough for an entire season last year, I would be like, oh, hell nah, he's got to go. But he had enough flashes last year to be like, hey, we get him back with the right pieces in place. We have a legit chance to make one more run for a championship, right? The other part of me, there's got to become a point in time. So, I mean, Tom Brady was almost my old hell no. I'm just going to tell you. Because it comes a point in time to where you have to know what you're going to do and not waver and teeter on that line, because I feel like the organization needs to know so that they can get ready to find your real replacement. Now, the window dressing and everything they said about Kyle Trask and Blaine Gabbert were awesome. They said the right things and they used the right buzzwords. But as a player who's been around coaches to hear them talk to the media, I never one time really bought that they were sold on those two quarterbacks.
No.
Trask never made an opening day lineup. He was always the emergency quarterback, right?
Yep.
So I got beyond excited when Deshaun Watson, it was announced that he had no criminal charges that were going to be pressed against him. Now, he can still get punished by the NFL. Sure. Everyone's got to understand that. We know that. But now I'm thinking, this is the prime time to go get an heir apparent because you got pieces in place.
Yeah.
To still be relevant because let's face it, the NFC South was horrible last year.
Yeah. And it's
I talk a lot of trash about the NFC least, talking about the East, but the South was it was neck and neck in the booty hole race.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I thought it was the perfect time to go out and get Deshaun Watson and make a run for him.
Right.
And then the announcement came, and it's so funny, Jay. And I talked about this on the Chop Shop on Tuesday.
Yeah.
If you Googled like Deshaun Watson on Saturday night,
right.
It showed him in Bucs uniforms, 49ers, Seahawks, Carolina.
Sure.
And then as soon as Tom Brady made the announcement, all the pictures of him in the Buccaneer uniforms was off of the internet.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't even find it anymore.
No.
And trust me, I understand. Like I said, I'm happy Tom is back because I think he's a better alternative than the two quarterbacks we have on our roster.
For sure.
But getting a Deshaun Watson for future would have also been big, man. That's just, I mean, it would have been big.
It would have been, but, alas, it is what it is. And so Tampa Tom has done it again. Magician Tom, he has, brought everybody back to the brink. And now, does Tampa now look to be the team to beat in the NFC? Or one of the teams.
They'll be a favorite to be up there in the NFC.
What do you rank them?
Just right now with some of the free agent moves, I think they're top 5. I'm not going to say that, they're the second best and the third.
Right.
We still got to see.
But definitely
we lost like Ali Mapadar, one of our guards retired. Yeah. Kapka left and went to Cincinnati. Now, we got to steal. And Shaq Lawson.
Oh yeah,
the guard from New England. Like New England just giving stuff away right now.
Yeah, and then didn't you get a cornerback or something? Or
well, we re-signed Carlton Davis. We re-signed him. We lost Whitehead to the Jets, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
But we bring Godwin back, and then we go get Gage from Atlanta also, who was a good insurance policy for if he gets hurt.
So I thought Godwin was gone, man. But just the fact
that they first gave him the franchise tag, and then they were able to rework and get him a new deal. So it helped out big time, and it saved them money to be able to get other pieces back. Jensen was decided to our starting center came back.
Yeah.
So we got our bookends at tackles. We got our center. We got a good guard coming down. The backup guard. Oh my God. Ray and I just talked about him on Bucks Report. My name slipping my head right now. But anyway, so we got a foundation at the offensive line that's still solid. Running back, we still got to shore up, and I'm not sure what's up with Fournette, but I think we're in a good situation.
I think you got Fournette, I know he's a target, but it's going to be very interesting to see now that you got Tampa Tom. Yeah, I put him in top 5 in NFC, man. I think easily you can do that, just because of who he is. To answer that question, all right. And we'll see. I'm curious to see what he's going to look like after about the midway point.
For sure, Jay. I can't argue that at all, bro. At all, man.
Yeah, when those hits for real, and he keep looking like older Tom.
Well, let's pray we keep him upright. And when our guards when we were healthy this year, when Wirfs was in there, think about it. That playoff game, Wirfs was out and Jensen was out. And Donovan Smith, every once in a while, he has a brain fart and just gives the quarterback hit. He does it. He does that shit once or twice a game, dog. It's automatic.
So, but what's behind him?
We already know. We got to keep him healthy. He's got to stay healthy to finish the season. Tom gets hurt, our chances are done. That's point blank. Period.
Yeah, that's
point blank. Period. And we know that's the God honest truth, and we all know
that. There you go. All right, second down. Again, make sure that you are liking, subscribing, and of course tackling that bell. Shout out to ASAP, of course. Make sure that you are going to the ASAP All Sports All Plays Network so you can see where we are on there, and we appreciate you joining us on Roku. And of course, you can check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you like to check your podcast or listen to your podcast. Second down. The Watson sweepstakes is still in full effect, but some people have dropped out.
Yeah.
Inclusive of Tampa, as we just talked about, and Cleveland.
Yeah. Man.
But there's some that, especially in the NFC South, as we just talked about, New Orleans, Carolina are still in play. Indianapolis possibly. Atlanta. I heard Atlanta is definitely in play now.
Yeah, he visited there yesterday.
Yeah, so, I mean, does it look like he's going to land in the NFC South more than likely?
You know, I was looking at this, Jay, and talking about it. I was like, man, he's got to be crazy to go to some of these teams. But, you know, talking to Smitty and Big Low and all these Falcon fans, man, they really believe that because of his ties to Arthur Black and being from the, you know, in the suburban Atlanta area, that they really have a chance of landing him. And he was a Falcons ball boy. And now the question is, do they get him, try to get Jarvis Landry, and bring Julio Jones back since he got cut?
Right.
And I think if you could bring those pieces in for him, I think it makes him really listen to the conversation.
Yeah, Atlanta was not a place that I saw Deshaun Watson going.
Well, because they just talked about they weren't letting Matt Ryan go, and I think they reworked his deal. So all of a sudden, Matt Ryan's our guy for at least another year. We're not going to cut him. And next thing you know, the article comes out. We let Matt Ryan know that we're reaching out to Deshaun Watson.
Right.
Whoa, Reggie. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but Matt Ryan is what I have seen and heard of and have read of Matt Ryan is that he's a dude that he's with it. He he can read the writing on the wall. I'm like, yo, it is what it is.
Right.
Excuse me. So if
good brother,
if if I can't, I know this game has a time limit on it, and it's time for Matt Ryan. Matty Ice has been lukewarm for a very long time.
Right.
And so.
And Jay, I don't want to see him become Ben Roethlisberger.
Right.
And I'm not trying to, and I say that, and everybody know. I mean, guys, Ben Roethlisberger's caught hell from me the last couple of weeks. If it wasn't here, so on the Chop Shop. But now, don't get it twisted, and don't take it away that I don't realize the accomplishments he's had as a quarterback, and what he's done over what was that? He did an 18-year career, in Pittsburgh, I think it was. Yeah. So don't get that part twisted. Yeah. You know, a lot of the problem I had coming off talking about Ben was some of the things he did to get overlooked compared to what some of the punishment has been for current players. Oh, sure. Yeah. And that's all that was, man. Yeah. So other than that, but I don't like I think Ben Roethlisberger, even though he stayed maybe 2 years too long. At least one. I know this past season was brutal.
For sure. Yo, shout out Carolina. How are you? Good to see you here. I'm with you on that. You know, when it comes to Matt Ryan and Ben Roethlisberger and just staying too long, I think Tom, maybe. But and this is a discussion I had with someone on the mountain, and because when I saw the meme that I sent you or you sent me, and I thought it was hilarious. Even these gas prices, these gas prices. The internet is undefeated, people. It's undefeated. But when you look at it. My thing was, I said, Tom is probably the top 6 quarterback in the NFL. Top 5, but at least top 6 quarterback. I said, but at the end of the season, what would he be? I said, and that's the real question. So would you rather have Tom as a top 6 quarterback and then he just goes off into the sunset, or at the end of the season, now he's in the bottom half or even bottom quarter because his body has failed him. The line isn't what it was supposed to be. People have figured out what's going on. Is Gronk coming back? I mean, there's just a lot of things that, may tarnish or put a little tarnish on his legacy. But
you can't tarnish 7 championships, man.
No, you can't.
This 1 year won't do it. And like I said, he played well enough and looked well enough physically that I don't think this year should be that bad on his body. Unless he goes into like a Benjamin Button time warp machine, dog, he should be fine to make it through this season. Yeah. Now, this is my whole thing, Jay, and I'm going to say this. And like I said, y'all know I love my Bucks. I tell everybody they made my dream come true. But let's, lo and behold, truth be told, if this is all or nothing year, if they don't get to the Super Bowl this year, don't even ask Tom if he wants to play no more.
Wow.
And this, I mean, I think this would be all or nothing because you've got to move on to the next. Depends on what's coming on next draft. Free agency wise, Or, I might be stupid, man. I might be like, nah, big dog, we gonna run this thing a couple years with Brady. He can do it. And I'll shut up because I'm not the personnel guy. But I just feel like personally, it's got to be all or nothing. I know we're supposed to be on Deshaun Watson sweepstakes, and we got back on time. But
we're back on time.
It's done. Now, before we go to this third down, Jay.
Yes, sir.
I had an interesting question that I posted on the Chop Shop, and then they talked about it on Get Up this morning.
Right.
With Stephen A. and the crew.
And that's the curve.
Huh?
I said, look at you leading the curve, man. Go ahead.
No, but just thinking about it, throw it out there because your boy got that CTE is real. I'll forget if I don't ask you now, dog. The Colin Kaepernick workout video. Did you see that on Twitter?
I have seen it. Yes.
And he said still working and ready. What show? And we talked about, like I said, Reed and I talked about it real quick, but it's funny because my mom was the one saying, "Hey, y'all gonna talk about Colin Kaepernick? I want to hear what y'all got to say about it." So this kind of for Mama Gang right now.
What's up?
Do you think Colin Kaepernick deserves another chance, or do you think he will get another chance in the NFL?
He won't get another chance. Does he deserve one? Sure, let him, walk on. I mean, there are look,
straight up, huh?
Walk on. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I know I've been to a workout or two long time ago when there's been like a basically an open call, like, hey, we need this or that, and let's see what you got. I mean, I know they do it for kickers all the time. So, if they're looking for a quarterback, they know what you got. They see what you have. And, the thing is, unlike Tim Tebow, and because we have to evoke that because it's kind of the same thing. And we talked about this with Michael Vick. You've been out of football for a certain amount of time. You lose some things there. Yes, your body has not been hit, but there's still some regression regardless. He should absolutely get a look. Will he make a team? Absolutely not, because they don't want the circus that comes with it.
And this is my thing, but the circus is made by the outside. It's not made by the NFL or the organization or the other teams. The circus is the hoopla. And this is my whole thing. And it really pisses me off. One, not because I know Colin Kaepernick. I had a chance to talk to him coming out of school and when he first got into the league. It's just the fact that to know the kind of person he is, and that just because he stood up for something that he believed in and it got misconstrued into something else, he's being blackballed and outed. It's just like, now I asked the question, Jay, and it was almost rhetorical because I knew the answer already. Should he get another chance? Yeah. But is he? No, or it would have happened already. It's been, what, 4 years now he's been out of the league?
Right.
I mean, we all know Colin Kaepernick is done. He's not getting another shot. No. I mean, I'm glad he's working, but this is my whole thing. And what one of the news writers at the Reno Gazette-Journal I still talk to, Joe Santoro, said, hey, Big James, he should have played in the USFL and balled out and made somebody have to give him a chance.
Man.
And I was like, go get some tape. Does he need it? Should he need it? No, but you haven't done anything in 4 to 5 years. And the thing is, I already knew the answer. I just want to get your take and your opinion on it. We know it's BS.
Go to the Canadian League. I mean, do something. I mean, that's what Warren Moon did. He went to the Canadian League.
Well, he had to go to the Canadian League when he went, and it was early in his career because they didn't want him. They weren't going to let him play quarterback in the NFL because they didn't think that he could play quarterback being a black quarterback.
But what did he do there?
He dominated and killed.
Dominated,
and they had to bring him back. They had to bring him in. Yeah,
so,
I got you.
So that's my whole point. Whether it's the beginning of career, middle of career, or end of your career, if you think you still got it, go up there. Doug Flutie did the same thing. He went up to the Canadian League, dominated, came back down. And he played in the league. Then went up and came back.
Can I say something without sounding racist? I'm not trying to be funny because Doug Flutie is a great dude. Doug Flutie is a great guy. He's a cool fella.
Yes.
All-American Great White Hope, though. So it's that feel-good story.
Sure. Okay.
A lot of people don't want, like you said, the circus or the shit show they think that Colin Kaepernick might bring to their organization and their team. And just the fact that if you identifying it and saying it, we know he's not going to get another chance. Yeah. And it's tore up, it's messed up, and, there's all, positivity.
Right.
Realization also. You got to be real with the situation.
Look, I'd love for him to be a Cowboy, but there's no way on God's green earth. I would love him to be a
Talking about Jerry was the main one that had Dak. Yes, the boss Weeds won't kneel.
Absolutely.
You know he ain't coming to Dallas. Master Jerry ain't having it.
I'm talking pure football here. Pure football.
I know what you mean, but
you know what I'm saying?
When it comes to the league, it is not pure football anymore. We know that just by the fact we talked about Calvin Ridley and the punishment he got for the crime he committed, which was gambling. And they go on a year. So we know the punishment doesn't fit the crime. Things aren't normal in the NFL.
No.
So also, it should just be about your ability, and it's not. Because not to be funny, when Colin Kaepernick was first out, the Detroit Lions went and signed Dan Orlovsky and didn't bring Colin Kaepernick in. That's when I knew, like, Dan Orlovsky is a great analyst. He does a great job on ESPN. He was not killing nobody in the NFL as a quarterback.
No, not at all.
Right or wrong. I mean, to where he deserved the roster spot over a Colin Kaepernick.
I mean, dude, let's just put it what it is, man. Everybody that has been in the league that has started since Kaepernick has not been playing, there's probably maybe 10 that you say, okay, yeah, they deserve it over him. Like maybe. And it's only because they were draft picks and they're undrafted, but they have good tape. Maybe. But other than that, no way, man. Not at all. Not at all.
All right, we got a little sidetracked. That was we had to replay fourth down because it was off third down because there was a flag on the field. So now, our real third down, and we can be quick. We don't have to be long on it. Hey, man, what's going on with the Cleveland Browns and right now? They let Landry go. They go get Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
And then reports come out of the general manager saying, we need adults in our meeting rooms, not kids, not babies. I think this is something that's been internal for a while, and it got released and made public. And then have you seen the Mayfield tweet?
Oh, yeah.
The tweet come out like it's his big goodbye and thanking the city of Cleveland.
Because they were going after Deshaun.
But let's be realistic. Okay, that's cool. You going after Deshaun.
Yeah.
Cleveland had a snowball's chance in hell against Deshaun Watson.
Correct.
I don't care what he may have told them prior to pulling his name. Hey, we're no longer considering y'all for a place to go. Oh, okay. Come on, man. Did you ever think that Cleveland really had a chance?
No, but I think it was just the thing that, it's nice. And this is what the rib says to me. It's nice to be wanted.
Oh yeah,
it's nice to be wanted.
Yeah, it's nice to be wanted. Yeah,
it's nice to be wanted.
Hey,
so
every girl want to be courted and told she's beautiful.
It's nice to be wanted.
I feel you, bro.
And so that to me, that's what it is. Nice to be wanted. But yeah, Cleveland had the name out. I mean, just everybody kind of had the name out there, just seeing what they could do. Pittsburgh. Just anybody was kind of like, okay, yeah, sure, why not? But it was just the fact that Baker does need to grow up more. I see the notes that you put in. There's some great notes in here, you know what I'm saying? Talking about Jimmy G might be the guy. And their record before.
That's the part, dog. That is the part.
The record before.
Now, was he the greatest quarterback on earth? No. But let's remember what y'all looked like with Freddie, all the coaches before Kitchens, and what y'all had before Baker Mayfield came up here and did anything for you at all.
Right.
1 in 36 in 37 games. They went 0-16 one year.
Right. The K.
And you got you to the playoffs, got you a win against Pittsburgh, who you hadn't beaten since I think I was a baby.
Right. It's been a minute.
I'm exaggerating, but goddamn.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, so to me, you saying y'all need a grown man in the room. Y'all got Childish and Aaron dirty laundry. Right. Shut the hell up and keep it in house.
Yeah. No, he brought a swagger to them that they had not had in a very, 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 very long time, and made it okay to root for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
It was okay to, hey, you know what? I'm from Cleveland. I root for the Browns.
Cleveland was a laughing stock for
absolutely.
So long.
Absolutely.
So long. And
absolutely.
I said that Baker Mayfield had some growing up to do and needed to fix some things. But damn, at least he kind of gave them identity.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At least he kind of gave them something to work towards. Yeah. But I don't know the whole thing.
Like, when was the last time you saw a Cleveland Brown as a spokesperson for any national anything?
I'm thinking back to what the Bernie Kosar maybe?
maybe, yeah. Maybe. I think that was like preparation.
Ozzie Newsome?
like Tough Acting, Tenactin, or something like that, man. Like it's what it is. He's a personality. He's bringing exposure to your organization, a positive, and he's a competitor. So when you start talking about, well, you know what, maybe we should go after Deshaun Watson,
right?
Like, dude, I'm around the same age, and I'm just as competitive. Okay, cool. Peace out. Now that part,
Right.
it's a bit childish,
Right.
but he was hurt, so
Yeah.
In
the field, and you should be. And we know that quarterbacks are a lot of quarterbacks and a young quarterback like him, and he's already been told so many times in his life he couldn't be that guy when he had to walk on to Texas Tech. Then they didn't want him. Then it's been situations. But my whole thing is, where does he fit if it's not in Cleveland? Where can he go and where can he
nowhere? Nowhere.
No, there's somewhere in the league needs him. Somebody needs a quarterback.
Someone does, but what he does, no.
Damn.
Nah. Cleveland is the best place.
So he done?
I won't say he's done. Cleveland's out, but
or he's holding the clipboard now.
Yeah, he's definitely backing up.
Minnesota. Hey, did the Minnesota Vikings get anybody?
I don't think so. I think they still.
You couldn't see him in Minnesota. Seattle needs a quarterback.
Seattle does need a quarterback. They do, but they don't have anything else out there.
Drew Luck, from who they got in the trade from Denver, ain't that guy.
Yeah.
Miami Dolphins signed Teddy Bridgewater. What the hell?
They did. So I mean,
I don't know.
No.
Hey.
See, it gets thin out there, man. It gets thin, and maybe Carolina, maybe. It
just only depends on if they fall out of the sweepstakes.
Yeah. If any of this, South, I don't think it goes to New Orleans because Sean Payton isn't there. I don't think anybody really wants to go to New Orleans because Sean Payton isn't there anymore.
Right.
So it's like, well, and to me, they're out. So it's between Atlanta and Carolina, and Carolina was first. So that's my take on that.
Oh man,
let's hit this fourth down. Because we want to make sure that you stay around for our top 5 tonight. Which I texted Big Game before the show. I said, I hate this top 5.
Hey man, I got so many replies to the video and the picture that I put on Twitter, man.
Yeah.
And there was some good ones on there.
There's some good ones, man.
Very different from mine. And dude, I mean, it's people like there's some different combinations and variations from within teams.
I'm saying.
Franchises
for sure.
This was a doozy by you. Anyway,
this is tough. Hey, so
fourth down. Go ahead.
So free agency moves. Here's the question: pick one you like, pick one you hated, and we'll tackle the last one. But I definitely want to hear when you like.
Gotta hit the last one yet, but
yeah.
When you like, I had to write this down, man. I like the Chargers going out and getting Khalil Mack and J.C. Jackson from New England. I think it shores up this secondary. Yeah. Another pass rush alongside Bosa. Dog, the AFC West should be fun to watch this year.
For sure.
Yeah, and then that's when I like. Do you want me to do my dislike too, my hate?
Yeah, let's go ahead for that.
Dude, I got 2, but 1, 2.
See, there you go.
Well, the Jacksonville Jaguars went and got Christian Kirk from Arizona and paid him like a number 1 wide receiver,
bro.
That and Kirk was a good second or third option. You know what I'm saying? Along, out there in Arizona, along my man. Why the hell I got just grab a brain fart? Number D-Hop. You know what I'm saying? D-Hop's that dude. Yeah. So that was a good complimentary piece. Kirk had some great games and did some good things, but I definitely did not see him as a number 1. Yeah. And to me, I believe the New England Patriots did nothing to get better, and I just they scratched my head to make me say, are they going through the draft and doing the old Belichick through the draft thing? Because they let J.C. Jackson go, and then they traded Shaq Mason to Tampa Bay, dude. And they traded him. I think we only gave up a 5th-round pick for the dude that was rated the 4th best guard in the NFL last year. Hello. Those are that really the one I like the move of the Chargers. I just think that they're working to get better on that defensive side of the ball. They re-signed some pieces on offense. They just made some pretty good moves on paper anyway right now.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. The one I liked, craziness. Chandler Jones to the Raiders. The Raiders are showing up their defense like, oh my god.
And I thought that was real close for me. Hey, I like to have a 1A and a 1B, but Jay, you picked a real good one because that's the other one that I had highlighted in the circle because that dude, the first game of the season last year, had 6 sacks against Tennessee in the first game of the season.
I mean, it
was retarded. It was just what the.
And then you got Crosby, you re-signed Crosby, so now you got Jones and Crosby. Gosh, it's going to be nasty on that defensive side.
Yes,
and so
sir.
I really like what they did. Excuse me. I really like what they did. It was very good. And the one that I hate, I mean, I really want to say all of the Cowboys moves because all of them have been horrible. None of them have been good. Not one.
You don't like the Tank? You don't like the Tank Lawrence extension? 3 years, like $50 million and 30 of it guaranteed.
I mean, I guess, but I mean, play up to what you're supposed to play up to, and you gave him the money, you gave him the bag, you basically gave him the bag anyway. So what did you really do? What did you really do? You just guaranteed the money he was gonna get, and down the line you're gonna be in the same situation where it's like, hey, Tank, guess
he pretty much punked you and paid him more money
basically.
After he said he wasn't gonna take a pay cut, but you didn't necessarily get better. I feel you.
So I mean, it's just every move they've made this season, this offseason, the free agency has been horrible. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like I wish. And so this is my big game moment where I'm like, I'm gonna pick like 5 when you say
oh
one.
My God.
But for one, is all of the Cowboys moves, all of them. They've all been horrible.
We gotta check this. It says breaking news. Devontae Adams traded to the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh my God.
Is that okay? I gotta double check this while you going over your list, Jay.
Man,
is this real or
crazy? That's crazy. Wait, they can't. Well, I mean, they can. They franchise them, so
now the Raiders can try to work a deal.
Yeah, that's the other thing is like he's not unless he's a restricted free agent.
I think it's just a rumor right now. I don't see anything solid. This popped up on my
we'll
phone.
Just wait. We'll verify.
Yeah, we'll double check that, y'all, before we do go breaking news and tell you a lie. I'm not Adam Schefter. I'm Adam Jeffter, I guess. But,
Adam Jester.
We won't do that to you. Aha! I see what you did there, funny guy.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, let's go ahead and let's get into this next section. Well, this next segment, you know what it is whenever we look at what's going on, and you know that it makes us say,
oh, hell no! 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 Oh, hell no!
That's right, folks. There's some stuff that's been going on this past week. Jesus, just made us say, oh, hell no. Yo, do you have yours? Because I got mine. I got mine.
Yeah, I got mine, man. I got mine. And this, like I told you, it was almost Tom Brady playing with my emotions the way he did at the end of the year coming back. But, hey, Jay, this one, and I'm not trying to be messy, but this one comes to us courtesy of the Dallas Cowboys. Free agency was getting ready to start, and they were getting ready to – the Dallas Cowboys took it upon themselves to make an announcement on their website that they have secured bringing back defensive end Randy Gregory, only to find out that he was displeased with some of the language in the contract because of his mishaps with drug tests back in the day. The Cowboys were trying to share some monies, but according to Todd Archer, the Dallas Cowboys beat reporter here, they had a whole page up, welcome back. We secured Randy Gregory. And they had to go back and redo the whole website, take everything down because Randy Gregory said, oh, hell no, to the terms of the contract and took his services to Denver, the Mile High City. Last place that man needed to go play anywhere is where they have high in the nickname of the city, and marijuana is legal there.
It is, and dispensaries are abundant. Let me tell you that.
So,
it smells like it.
Oh, hell no to the Dallas Cowboys reacting a little too fast writing that story, and oh hell no for Randy Gray. That's like sending the alcoholic into the liquor store to go get a pack of gum,
bro. And what's crazy is read more into that story and the fact that the deal was pretty much done, and once they sent it back, and like Steven wasn't in the room, Jerry wasn't in the room, and it was just the agent and this capologist dude, and he was like, "Wait, what's this? Nah, I'm out." He signed for the same money. He signed for the same contract, the same money, the same years. Oh hell no. Sitting here in Dallas, man. My beloved Mavericks, who are killing it right now, they are taking teams out. Well, unfortunately, they're also taking themselves out. Donnie Nelson, breaking news today. And you can actually read this on ESPN News, and a story from Don Van Natta Jr. Apparently is suing the Mavericks over sexual harassment of his nephew, and also sexual harassment within the company, and he was basically fired because of that. And bro, it's like this whole thing is just bad.
Dude, you got my face like the Scooby-Doo face over here. What?
Right. So
Wow.
yeah, like as a vice president guy that's real high up. I believe his name is Lufton. It happened like in 2020, and Donnie Nelson was like, "Hey, this is my nephew, and he's really interested in getting into sports and management and blah blah." It's like, "Oh yeah, come to my room and we can talk about it." And so apparently,
Whoa.
yeah.
Not the old behind closed doors meeting.
Yeah. Hey, let's really. How much do you really want to know? How hard do you really want to get into it? That kind of deal.
How bad do you want to know what goes on in this organization?
And so it's a very, very, very bad look. The Mavs are killing it right now. They're doing some great and fabulous things. But this right now, it continues to crop up. And apparently they were trying to settle with like a $56 million settlement or something like that. So yeah, it's going to get very, very ugly before it gets any better at all. So I don't know who's to blame, Mavs, Nelson. I mean, I don't know. A little
bit of both, maybe.
A little bit of both, but it's oh hell no.
That
Definitely
it
oh hell
is. That it is. All right.
Man. Okay. And of course, hey, let's segue into like the show. Buy us a coffee, help us grow. www.buymeacoffee.com/Big Game James. Hey, look, we got, like I said, we have a lot of great content that's coming up. The Chop Shop on Tuesdays. Cowboys Connection is going to be coming back, and of course, we're going to be introducing some new content, stuff that Big Game has just no idea about. Pluritude, none. Black nerds unite.
Black nerds run by the buff nerd. Oh my God.
Let's go.
That last segment just messed me up, dog.
Man.
All right, hey. It is time for Who You Got? March Madness edition, Jay.
There you go. And we're going to get through this kind of quickly because we definitely want to, devote some time to our top five.
Yeah, we got time to, because tournament's going on for a minute, but Jay.
Yeah, it just started today.
When we came up with this, and then and I told somebody's like, "You got to talk tournament. I want to hear you guys." I said, if we went through and talked every game of the tournament, it'd be a 3-hour show. Can't do it, but we're definitely going to talk about it. And this is what I wanted to ask you.
Yeah,
I love this time of year, and I think if you're not a fan of March Madness, something is wrong with you. I like it that even like at the school, female teachers in the hallway who don't know diddly about basketball can get excited about wanting to fill out a bracket and watch. And I think it brings people together in a sense too, not to sound all corny and cliche-ish, but I think it's a great thing.
I got a question though for you.
Go ahead.
I know you flowing. You was really flowing there. Do you get annoyed when the females ask you, "Who's this team?"
Oh,
who?
Not just the ladies,
the guys,
my wife. Well, babe, who you picking here? If we in the same pool, I'm not gonna tell you who I'm picking.
You know what? That's a good point.
I want to take your money.
Ladies. It's not just for the ladies. It's for anyone else. Pick your bracket.
Pick your bracket.
Do your research.
Do your due diligence to find out
I'll take that back.
And don't pick it based on the mascot of which animal you think could kill the other one. Well, it was a spider playing against a hawk, so I pick Richmond. Well, goddamn it, you did right tonight. Damn it,
dude. That's it.
I will hawk. I'll punch somebody. I'm already mad at my bracket.
Really, I'm gonna tell you what I'm mad at, and this is the true story, man. I'm sitting at lunch and I say, okay, let me just fill this out. I'm on the ESPN app. I'm like, let me the tournament app. Let me just fill it out. And I'm going. I can't get to the championship part, so I flip it on the side, so maybe I can see it, and it erases the whole bracket. I was so upset. So I'm trying to fiddle through. I get the app, the actual app, and as I'm trying to do it, they said, "Oh, you cannot do it now because all the games have started." Like, I predicted the upsets.
Hey, guess what? That's what you get for being late on the picks. Damn it, you should have had it in last night. But I think it's a good thing.
Oh, good look, Carolyn. Thank you. See, this is why I like the people that watch us. Carolyn just confirmed, and you know what? I like Carolyn. I'm gonna say yeah. There you go. She has said, Devontae Adams been traded to the Raiders.
Wow.
Now all they need is a quarterback.
Hey, what the hell are they doing in Green Bay?
Man.
Who the hell is your quarterback going to throw to? Are they going to move Jordan Love, the wide receiver?
Probably. Maybe he'll go to Canada. But
hey, man, let's keep this thing on the March Madness in the tournament, man.
We'll keep that. Yeah, we're going to keep that energy for next week for sure. Appreciate you, Carolyn. Shout out to you, Golden Mike. Yeah, man, look, Richmond, I knew Michigan was going to, quote unquote, upset. But
Colorado State.
Yeah. I mean, Michigan is just too good of a team. It's just too good of a team.
And I think they had a lot to play for, just trying to bounce back and clear how everybody was looking at Juwan Howard when he had a scuffle on the sideline. And I think his players really want to make it a point to try to make everybody know that it's more than that, and they respect their coach enough. So I knew. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I logged into some apps to make sure I could watch the game in the office in between classes and stuff. And I thought, Colorado State was giving them the business in the first half, man. It was looking like Michigan was gonna be in a world of hurt.
Yeah, but Michigan, like I said, Michigan is just too tough, man. It's just too good of a team, too well coached.
Good, strong team, well coached team. They never panicked, but I had Iowa getting to the Sweet 16, so I'm a little mad about that.
Man, look, Richmond is always a tough out. They're always a tough out.
The way they whip people up in their tournament, Jay, lets you know that they were serious. Yeah. And it was because, I'm not trying to be funny, they won the tournament and they thought Dayton was going to win it. They had to end up, I think, taking 2 people from their conference, and they said that supposedly that's how A&M got knocked out of the tournament and they had to go play in the NIT.
And that's, that snub, man, if you have not seen the coach talk about A&M getting snubbed, but that
wasn't the time and place for that, dog.
You know what? Yeah. I hear you, but when would it have been? When? When?
Hey, Buzz knows the game. He knows how it goes down, dog.
He knows, but he's still.
Over it. It's easy for me to say, right?
It's easy to say on this side, but when we talk about, like in high school, in Texas high school football, you may wonder, if you don't know, in Texas high school football, if you're like the last place teams when it comes to your division, your conference, or your division, the way that is decided is by what?
A coin toss.
A coin flip. That's it.
Well, no, that's if you're tied for the last.
If you're tied, yes. If you're tied for the last spot, it's a coin flip. It's not based on who you played, who you beat, who beat you, number of points. It is determined by a coin flip. That's it. So for him to have that emotion, I think that's awesome. I think that's great. I think that's what, definitely NCAA needs more of. And look, at the end of the day, they were beating good teams in their tournament, in the SEC tournament, to the point where I was like, they might beat Tennessee. They just might beat Tennessee. But Tennessee came out and was putting it on them, early and fast, but they came
one of my
back.
dark horses, dog, the way they've been playing.
Yeah.
Hey, and shout out to Rick Barnes, because everywhere he goes, every team he touches, They play for him, man. He had the
it.
Texas Longhorns playing great.
Yes, he did.
And he's got Tennessee playing great right now.
They are
man.
humming
And
right now.
They're. I think they'll be a scary team to face in this tournament, man. But
I think so too.
yeah, A&M got it wrong. Now I said that wasn't the time. He read this long letter. He cried. It just, what's the word? It wasn't very organic, Jay.
You know
Although
what?
I know he was real. I mean, I know it meant something to him and his It's a bad feeling. You don't want to see it go down like that. But hey, man.
But
we gotta.
But Big Game,
Mm-hmm.
you've done media before as a player when things may not have gone your way, and you've been in front of and around guys when things didn't go your way.
Yeah.
And you put raw emotion, unscripted, in front of a live mic, and you start talking.
Yeah.
Good
it's
or
like
bad?
it's not good. It's like pouring gas on a fire, bro. I mean, I know the answer, Jay. I know the answer, and I'm like,
man.
Yeah, don't.
I'm saying
I seen one blow up in the locker room, so I was like, why they do the young dude like that, man? Like,
yeah,
PR people kind of things are winding down, and somebody got in and got a question on one of our offensive linemen who was a rookie, high played rookie. And said some things, man, that was just, it wasn't cool, and he reacted, and it was, I know what you mean and how it goes, bro.
So I mean, I'm cool with the fact that it was written. Actually, I appreciate that it was written because he put thought into it, and he said exactly what he wanted to say, how he wanted to say it, and there was still emotion though, obviously. Man,
I'm sorry.
Look, I want to get it to keep it on the court because I love this first one. The second two, but the first one, we definitely got to talk about.
We really could talk about this first. Hey, it's cool, and it's cool. Hey, but March Madness, we love it. We love I think the camaraderie it has with people. Jay said the same thing. Is get people interactive into it. It gives you something to talk about. It's great conversation starters.
Yep.
Hey, I love pulling for the underdog, the Cinderellas, and it's cool. And we're gonna keep that hot and keep that going keep talking about it throughout the whole tournament and gonna have our maybe one shining moment ourselves here on the show.
One shining moment.
The ball is shut up, James. All right. So
hey,
just real quick, man. Go ahead, kick it on this. Keep it on the court.
Yo, Timberwolves clown the Lakers like everybody did, but what was great was how Cat clowned Westbrook when he airballed the three.
1, 2.
He looked around.
Hey, dog, that was disrespect. Hey, and I knew I put this on because I knew you were gonna see it and just love it. No, but you know what's worse than that,
man? When
Eric Beverly grabbed his nose and did this. And then he went and patted LeBron James on the ass, bruh. Did you see that?
Man, I didn't see it. It's embarrassing. I know that though.
What about the press conference about? Well, go ahead. You know it's embarrassing to say what you're gonna say because
it's just embarrassing, man. When you got the Timberwolves clowning you,
dude.
When you got these guys, and Westbrook, called him out like they haven't done anything in the NBA. But, well, guess what, bro?
He hadn't done it. What has he done besides
force? Well, he's won some MVPs.
Okay, but fuck it, he forced some triple doubles too.
But
you say that, Russ. What you? But see, you made it more about an I thing and then a team thing. What have they done over there? They haven't done anything. You ain't won no championships, neither, player. Let's keep it 100.
They haven't, man.
Jay,
gosh.
can I say this, dog? Before we move on.
Yeah.
I just think I was surprised that the Timberwolves felt comfortable enough,
very comfortable,
to clown the hell out the Lakers. Like you doing stanky faces, and laughing and looking up in the air, like
because you know what? What were the Lakers going to do? What were they going to do?
Nothing.
That's exactly what they did. So when you know what? You said it right. When you are comfortable enough to just come up to someone, when you're comfortable to go up to the big bad bully and be like, you know what, you a bully, whatever, get out of here. Like when you're comfortable like that,
right?
Bruh, that's a different feeling,
dude.
That's a different feeling.
I'm just flabbergasted, dog.
I'm so ready for my lunch. I'm so ready for my Laker lunch. It's gonna be amazing. I gotta go get some more Mavericks gear to wear. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. Yo, let's keep it on the court. The abbreviated version.
Because there's a whole lot more that went on because this whole Kyrie Irving and vaccine thing and the mayor and Kevin Durant in New York is on my nerves, but we got to keep this thing.
And you know them Mavs beat them Nets. Let's go.
Hey, man, can I say this?
What's up?
I laughed at first when y'all got Dinwiddie.
Man, so did I.
That might be the trade of the trade deadline so far. Dinwiddie is looking very well worth everything, dog. Bye, Kristaps. Kristaps who? Shit.
Dude, that you can't find a Kristaps jersey. It is gone. They gone.
Just like all unicorns are gone.
Some people have a top 100. Some even have a top 50, a top 25, or even a top 10. But here at Big Game Sports Buzz, we say no. Who's in, who's out in your top 5. This week, top 5 best NBA duos of all time. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is probably one of the hardest ones that we've come up with. We've came up with some doozies here, but this one's tough.
Man.
Bro.
Jay, it was tough.
This is breaking my heart.
I got it done. And if anyone is mad at me at my selections,
come on.
To hell with you.
Hey, man, do it for the
culture. It was tough.
Do it for the culture.
So anyway, normally I give this a rundown order, and I'm going to read it from top to bottom.
There you go.
But in no way, shape, or form, like, there's no disrespect, no slight to nobody on here.
Yes, it is.
But, okay, then I'll go from 5 to 1. 5, I got the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. I mean, I feel like, Jay, for you to have a nickname, you showed that you're a great 1-2 punch. And for what the Warriors did, and, we kind of talk about the Cleveland Browns and football being ass before Baker Mayfield. You think about what that team was before Mark Jackson got them to that point, and then Kerr came in and won the championships. But Mark Jackson turned that team around. It was all because of Steph and Klay. Hey, the Splash Brothers, number 5. Number 4. And I think that they should make every list, although I hated them out the West. John Stockton and the mailman, Karl Malone. Malone, number 4, bro. They had some things done. And to see them play the way they played and never win a championship, dog, it's kind of crazy to me, right?
Yeah.
Number 3, Shaq and Kobe. I mean, this shit was amazing watching them play. Being a young man during that time, and I just loved it. So Shaq and Kobe being right there for me. Number 2, Jordan Pippen. I don't think I need to say more. I don't think you say Jordan without mentioning Pippen and what they did for all those Bulls runs. And, we always talk about Pippen was tripping. I love talking about that damn episode because he said some outlandish things since then. But you take it back to what they were on the court, and they were great together. And number 1 to me, it puts everything in the word Showtime. Back when the Lakers were relevant enough to speak of, and while Magic Johnson's walk around L.A. kicking shit now because he can't believe that this team here is disgracing the purple and gold.
Right.
Magic and Kareem, Showtime Lakers, my number 1 duo.
I cannot argue with that list. That's a great list, man. That's a great list, bro. Look, let me just go ahead and just pop it off. I don't do mine in particular order, because that's just the way I am. Top five. Y'all can argue which one is which. But, for me, I was kind of surprised that you said it. But, yeah, the Splash Brothers, they're on my list as well. Klay and Steph, I think they have more championships in them. They will win more championships. And, one without the other, they're okay. But when they're together, it is tough to beat, man. So yeah, for sure. Kobe and Shaq. It's Kobe and Shaq. Yep. Kobe, best to be Kobe. Jordan and Pippen.
Yes.
There you go. Magic and Kareem. Again, one goes with the other. My final one, and I'm just going to put this out here for you, okay? Together, they won 6 of 7 finals, right? So they won 6 championships, and they went to 7 together. 13 All-Stars and All-NBA together. They combined for 5 MVPs when they played together. This guy averaged 17 points and 23 rebounds. The other guy averaged 17 points and almost 8 assists a game. I think you know who I'm talking about. Bill Russell. Bob Cousy. Bill Russell, Bob Cousy.
Hey man, you did your due diligence and your research to go back and get that one. That's a good one. Hey, now you know Jay, one of our listeners, ATL truck driver, man. He's been a real supporter of the show.
Appreciate
and he said, "Big game, I'm on the road tonight. I can't get to the show, man." But his list was everything like ours, except for he didn't have Clay and Steph. He had Sean Kemp and Gary Payton.
Gary Payton, yeah. That's tough. And you know,
what about Tony Parker and
Tim Duncan? Look, I actually had Duncan and Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Look, you know, I kept going through it, and I had Stockton and Malone because that's what you know, Stockton to Malone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's so many.
You didn't have LeBron and D Wade though, dog.
Man, listen, they were on my list, and I took them off. They were on my list, and I took them off because what I looked at was they have to be relevant enough to where, you know, everything is what it is. Yep. You know? And so, yeah, man, that was a tough list. It's a tough list. Hey, tough list. Make sure that you comment when you watch the show. Yep. Hit us back when you listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Of course, shout out to ASAP Network. Yep. Thank you so much. Hit them up on Facebook, YouTube. Okay, you can also hit us up on BG Entertainment on Facebook and YouTube. Yo, Big Game, send us out.
Hey, this is Big Game James. Hey, I need you all. We all do a great job, men, at taking care of our armpits. But there's more to male hygiene than just throwing on a stick of deodorant. We take care of the pits. Now it's time to take care of the boys. Totally Fresh is the male genitalia deodorant that is made to keep your boys comes 100% organic, lasts 24 hours. Go to www.totallyfresh.com and check out Totally Fresh. Hey, I'm your boy Big Game James. For my boy Jay Stoggs, we want to say thank you for stopping by and always tuning in. Big Game Sports Buzz. We out.
Dope. It's a dope groove.
Yeah.